free giveaway of boat stuff. Not from my boat, but from the actual marine store. A couple days ago, me and Dan were filming a live raft video, and Dan figured out I do not have a ditch bag. At the same time, Dan had set up a charity with a marine store here, and they actually gave me a ditch bag. I'm gonna have Dan explain now what the charity is about. I'm gonna explain to you why I never had a ditch bag and also how you can apply for this charity.
So the Sailing Samaritan Charity is a little program I just put together recently with a partnership with Island Waterworld. Island Waterworld is an excellent marine chandlery store that has everything you could need, from winches to blocks to emergency equipment to flares, you name it, they've got it. The program's very simple. I want to be able to help sailors in need that don't have the money to afford things that they need most on the boat. So today the Sailing Samaritan Charity was able to help out my friend Hoop, getting him a ditch bag, much needed life-saving equipment. As well, I know I'm going to be coming back to this store and several others as I sail down the Caribbean chain, helping out any sailors that need something as they get a hold of me. I help them out with their own projects. Cheers.
If you know of somebody who really inspired you or who, according to you, really should benefit from this charity, write down who they are and why they should benefit from this charity in the comment section of this video. Let me explain to you now why I never had a ditch bag. A ditch bag is a bag that has all the essentials in it, and if your boat is going down and you need to be in a rush and there's only two things you can take, you grab the ditch bag and you go into the live raft, or if you don't have a live raft, you can take the dinghy or the kayak. There's two reasons why I never had a ditch bag. When I bought a boat, I wasn't really sure if I'd financially be able to make this lifestyle work, so I bought the smallest possible boat that I would feel comfortable on. At a flea market, I bought my Victron battery monitor. At a second-hand boat shop, I bought this control switch, also at the same shop, for 40 bucks. I bought this control panel, which has a value of around 1,500 bucks. The stainless steel and aluminum for my solar panel arch comes from old boats that were demolished. I'm using a Samsung pad instead of an expensive chart plotter. My VHF originally broke on my very first sail from Guatemala to Honduras, and when I continued from Honduras on my very first 7-day solo trip, I only used a handheld VHF, which I bought for $10 of another cruiser. Later on, another friend of mine actually bought me a new VHF radio. A new main unit for my autopilot was given to me after my previous one broke. The 3 140 amp batteries that I have under here I bought from another cruiser, a friend of mine, for 50 bucks in total. My mainsail I originally bought for 50 bucks, and I'm a very strong supporter of, if you want to make this lifestyle work on whatever budget you have, you can. But I also want to forward to you guys the information that I have learned after the last 2 years of owning a boat and after having done the Yacht Masters. And one of those things is I would have liked to have had a ditch bag. When I started off, I had some basics. I had a flare gun, but later I found out that the flares were broken and they were also manufactured in 7th of January 1990, so they're going off the boat today. A handheld VHF and a personal locator beacon, but a lot of things were still missing. Right now in the ditch bag is gonna go some duct tape, water, sunscreen, glow sticks you can break by hand, a VHF handheld radio, personal locator beacon, a whistle, a hand flare, flares for a flare gun. The flare gun is here, a headlight that is waterproof, an air horn, a hand bearing compass, some rope, an isothermic blanket, a medical kit, a multi-tool, some clothing to keep warm, and there's the bag. I hope you learned something about what should go in a ditch bag. I mentioned a whole bunch of other things in the previous video, the live raft video. I put a link to that video in the description of this video. And if you know somebody that you would like to suggest to benefit from this charity program, write something about them in the comment section of this video. I'll see you next time.